Good evening. It's Sunday the 8th of January and it's time for the news on RIK2. President Nikos Anastasiadis and his delegation, party leaders and members of the press flew to Geneva this morning for crucial UN-brokered Cyprus talks aiming to reunite the divided island. The talks will culminate on Thursday with a Cyprus conference on security and guarantees, with the participation of the country's guarantors, Greece, Turkey and Britain. During the flight, Anastasiadis told reporters he was going to Switzerland with hope and that the Greek Cypriot side was well prepared, and with the will and desire for a Cyprus solution based on the principles and values that allow for the building of a modern European state that respects the concerns of Greek Cypriots and Turkish Cypriots. The president also stressed that such a state requires neither guarantors nor troops to supposedly protect what is commonly recognized or commonly accepted by all modern states. He then called on the Turkish side to show goodwill on the essential issues of security and troops. It is the first time since the 1974 Turkish invasion that Ankara will be the Republic of Cyprus's interlocutor, particularly as regards the important matters of security and troops. The agenda of his talks with Turkish Cypriot leader Mustafa Akinci will be finalized at tonight's scheduled meeting. Turkish Cypriot leader Mustafa Akinci had to alter his travel plans somewhat, but left breakaway northern Cyprus for Geneva around lunchtime. Akinci was due to leave at 10 a.m. to catch a flight from Istanbul at 1 p.m. However, due to bad weather in Turkey, the flight to Geneva was cancelled and Akinci instead chartered a plane from the occupied areas. When he departed, Akinci told reporters he was going to Geneva without either being pessimistic or having exaggerated expectations. He also said it was up to Ankara to decide who it would send to Geneva for the multi-party conference on Thursday. It has emerged that Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan will not be attending. Akinci said the UN Secretary-General last night had a long telephone conversation with the Turkish president and that Turkey would decide on this issue. A truck driven by a Palestinian has rammed into pedestrians on a popular promenade in Jerusalem, killing 4 people, and Israeli police called it a deliberate attack. Police said the dead 3 women and 1 man were all in their 20s. An Israeli bus driver who witnessed the incident said the truck ploughed into a group of soldiers and that they fired on the driver, who reversed direction and ran over them again. Israeli television stations said at least 4 people were killed and that some 15 wounded were strewn on the street at the Armun Hanatziv promenade overlooking the walled old city of Jerusalem. Israel Radio reported the driver was a Palestinian, but did not immediately give his name. Suicide bombs at 2 marketplaces in Baghdad, one of them claimed by Islamic State, have killed at least 20 people, the latest in a spate of militant attacks in the Iraqi capital that have left dozens dead. In the first blast, the attacker drove an explosives-rigged car into a large vegetable market in the mainly Shiite district of Jamila and detonated it after security forces opened fire to try to stop the vehicle. A suicide bomber wearing an explosive vest blew himself up a few hours later at a market in the mostly Shiite Baladiyat district. The first blast killed 13 and the second blast killed 7 people. More than 50 were wounded. Islamic State claimed carrying out the first attack in an online statement, saying the bomber had targeted a gathering of Shiites in Jamila. Greece is hit by extremely icy weather with freezing temperatures, heavy snowfalls even in the lowlands, and gusty winds blowing up to 10 Beaufort. Unprecedented low temperatures of -14 and -16 were recorded in some mountain areas, but the weather is expected to gradually improve as of tonight. Meteorologists speak of the worst snow weather in the last decade, while authorities issued a warning urging people to avoid outdoors during rain and hailstorms, as well as be near the seashore and beaches, and also to secure properties and animals against extreme weather phenomena. The polar cold weather front comes from Scandinavia via the Ukraine. Northern Europe in general is experiencing snowstorms which paralyse traffic and temporarily cut electricity to hundreds of thousands of people. And now a look at tomorrow's weather. Overcast skies will bring local showers and isolated storms, with more snow expected to fall over mountainous areas. Winds will be southerly to southwesterly, moderate to strong, force 4 to 5 over rough to very rough seas. Temperatures will rise to 12 Celsius inland, 13 in coastal regions and 1 over the mountains. Snow on Mount Olympus is 80 centimetres, with 70 centimetres in Troodos Square. Police warn that only cars with four-wheel drive or those equipped with snow chains can reach Troodos peaks. That's all from us here. Join us tomorrow for more news in English. Have a very good evening.